What up? What's happening, everybody? My name is Charles Blades, and you're watching The Hot Take. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Nintendo's recently announced online service. What do I think about it? Goods or bads? Without further much ado, here we go. Nintendo's online service was announced last week with much hubbub being made about its features and price. For me, while the things that are here are interesting, it's really what is missing from what we know about the online service at the moment that is really telling. As of right now, we have three definitive things we know. First, and I think most importantly, is the concrete information we know now about how classic Nintendo games are going to work on the system. As of right now, we have 10 named plus 10 unannounced NES games that will all be included as part of the subscription, which feels like it's trying to ape the Netflix style model. And yes, while these things are nice to start, that's really all they are, a start. And without anything else on the horizon, I take it with a grain of salt that Nintendo is going to deliver on the promise that this service could provide. Well, yes, it's obvious that the NES has a great console lineup. It's unquestionable that yes, the SNES has more beloved classics that Nintendo can fall back on. This is especially true when it comes to third-party games, which, as of yet, we haven't seen in any of the lineups. The lack of these from the start could just be eyebrow-raising, but the fact that none have been announced or even hinted at is a red flag. While Nintendo can throw as many Mario 3s and OG Zelda games as they want for free, getting beloved games like Mega Man 2 and 3 and Contra is going to cost money, which brings us to the next problem of the Switch. Yes, I said problem. The price. Right now, the price of the Nintendo Online service is pretty cheap when compared to PS Plus and Xbox Live. However, when you look at what those services provide, the savings might not justify the means. With PS Plus and Xbox Live, you're guaranteed at least 2 current console generation games a month. And while obviously newer isn't always better, when I'm paying for a service whose biggest selling point, aside from its mandatory online payment, is its free, quote-unquote, offerings, an ever-cycling system of new titles of ranging quality might actually be better than older Nintendo first-party IP, which we've seen a million times before. Now maybe I'm jumping the gun on this too quickly. Maybe this service could flourish into the thing that we've all dreamed it could be, the Netflix for gaming. But I'm holding my breath. Nintendo of all people isn't going to be the one that spearheads and pioneers us into the age when we play games through a monthly subscription model. Yes, Nintendo are no doubt innovators in a lot of fields, but online gaming is far from one of them. Which brings me to my second most important point of this announcement, the online infrastructure itself. Now, if I'm speaking honestly, I'm primarily an online gamer. While a lot of my favorite games of all time would probably be single-player narrative stories, as the days go on and the play counters go up, God of War and Celeste end when the credits roll, while Fortnite and Rocket League still have me coming back time after time again. So good online support is something I've come to expect from my consoles, and it's something Nintendo Switch is far from delivering. Having not owned a Wii U, it's a testament to how good Nintendo's multiplayer offerings have been this gen, that 2 of my favorite games to play with friends have been Mario Kart 8 and Smash for Wii U. And when I did decide to purchase a Switch upon the release of Mario Kart, I was thrilled to finally be able to pour hours into a game by myself and not bother my friends being at their place forever. However, I soon learned that despite all the complaining I've done in the past about the annoyingness of PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live services, they are nothing in comparison to the travesty that is Nintendo's online infrastructure. Sure, Rocket League servers aren't great, and Fortnite is down more often than it should be. But nothing, I mean nothing, is even comparable to the experience of taking upwards of 10 minutes to get into a game of Mario Kart, which sold more than 4 million copies, and then immediately see the lobby break apart only to restart the process over again. And even at its minuscule price, the fact that I'm paying first and foremost for a service that has been this bad in the past is worrying to me. Because of that low price, I don't feel like there's much that Nintendo's going to be able to do to improve it. This all leads me back to my main point about the online service in its current form. Right now, we have a low-priced product without SNES, N64, or GameCube, and honestly isn't going to be the revolution that the terrible online infrastructure that the system currently has needs. Yes, it's better than a more expensive service with the same offerings, but I'm not exactly super excited to drop $20 a year on it. This doesn't mean that I'm against spending money for Nintendo's service. On the contrary, I would love to feel like the money that I'm spending is actually going to count for something. Something that would offer GameCube support, or exclusive deals on digital games, or something that would make me think Nintendo is actually willing to invest in online and catch up with the rest of the gaming landscape. Yeah, so I'm not completely sold on Nintendo's online service, but what do you think? Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, share, all that fun YouTube stuff, hit the bell. And this has been The Hot Take, Episode 2. My name is Charles Blades, and peace.